Oh, we're here. We're live. Well, I'm live. The race isn't live. Welcome to DK10 Gaming Page. I'm your host, DK10. We are here at Spa-Francorchamps, most famous for Formula 1 racing. Cracking circuit it is it not? Probably famous for one situation at Spa where, in the wet, Michael Schumacher drove up the arse end of David Coulthard. Remember that? Couldn't see his car for lovely rain. Even the rain off the fin off his McLaren. Shuey didn't see it. Good evening, my friend. Shuey didn't see that. Drove into his rear end, took the front wheel off, but made it back to the pits with 3 wheels on his wagon, did he not? And then went after the Scotsman himself, David Coulthard. A few German words was said, and a bit of rage later. It all fizzled out. But we're not here for that. We're here for the Group 3s, brought to you by the DMK, hosted by DK10 himself, who has just changed his PSN name. For those watching, he's now changed his PSN name to DK10. It is no longer Dominator 3. We're going pro. We're getting it all singled out and we're going to go pro. That's how we roll here at the DMK. But let's get on board. We've got a few incidents to look at. A few strategic, shall we call them, door rubs and bumps. And some fuel. We've got to look out for some fueling as well. Yeah. So we'll get them done. These won't be any incidents that will not be announced live over the stream. They will go to those and be announced on the DK10 page. But anyway, let's see the incidents. Let's crack on, because here he is, the shoe chef himself, Redwood Racing, who started on pole position alongside Season 1 champ, the Iceman, the Flying Scotsman, who started in second place, TRG Aldo. New to the league. You may see this boy in the GTTCC, brought to you by the MRC. Wanted to come over, dipped his toe in, had a look. You know, message me, says, hey, got any spots left? I was like, sure I have. Come and have a go. And here he is, on his debut, stuck it on the third row of the grid, did he not? HBC, Petalina, is starting in the Corvette as well. He's there in third place, and he's on a racing supersauce for his first stint. DMK the Skybar, we'll start in fourth place. We only know too well his pace, racing on the racing softs. Mr. Marshall, Mr. Podium, the man himself. Love this guy, starting in fifth place. DMK Chalky 12 on a racing supers will start 6th. Another new boy come to give this league a go, like you do. It's Jahinio starting in 7th place. Not so much a maestro this time around, DMK Dominator, for those of you who are starting in 8th. Another one, hey, they're all coming in. Look, Ricky J's in the room, ladies and gents, as you do. Ricky J 1800 starting in 9th. And Bobby Dazzler starting in 10th. They're having good. We'll see how this car, I love the sound of this car, I think it's fantastic. I think he's not utilising it like he should, but we'll see how he gets on. 25 minutes of pure racing, we've got to get underway. Danny Ogston, AFC, bringing the Subaru, another new boy into the Group 3s. We did hear that some of the new guys that have come in won't be able to make it every Thursday, but they're going to do the best to come and give it a go. We'll see how these boys get on. Strategy is key around here, as we know from previous videos. Strategy is key, is it not? 25 minutes of pure racing, 3 tyre compounds to be used over the race night. So, and some getting it confused with qualifying. It does not count in qualifying. Qualifying, you can run a medium if you like, you can run a soft if you like, you can run the super softs if you like. It's qualifying. Think Formula 1, some of them like to go out, do a little test lap on the softs, then they want to come back in when the fuel's light, stick on a set of racing supers, go out for a clean lap, get it done. And then you, in the races, we have 2 25-minute races. Obviously pit stop, it's not mandatory, but it is, you've got to go in, change the tyres. You know, this is designed so that you think strategically. Fuel is an issue, tyre waste, 25 minutes can be an issue. We run 8-6 fuel and tyres. So either your fuel's going to run out first or your tyres do. But yeah, all 3 have got to be used throughout the race night. Or in English terms, it would be a race weekend, but yeah, it is a race night. But anyway, less of me jabbering on. That's your tyre rule. Use all 3 compounds between 2 races. not just one, because I do believe one or two of us went in one race and used all of them. Yes. So let's get it underway. Let's crack on like we do. Let's get it away. Here we go. We'll start with Duskiver in his car that's getting banned next season. We're going to ban everything he drives. No, we're not. We're not. Got the revs are up. We're poised and we're away. Oh, good start as well by Duskiver. Already under the rear wing. We've got movement coming through as well. With Marshall up the inside of Chalk. Chalk up to 6 already. Oh, a little. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Chalk giving the DMK Duskiver his league teammate a little nudge. As you do. But the guy's up in 5th. Jahino is there. Let's get up. Redwood still leading. Ooh, we got to overtake him with a penalty, Peterlina. I am not sure that is. Let me just go back and have a look. Oh look, because is he slowing down? Currently doing 151. Peterlina now gets his penalty. He's not slowing down. Redwood Racing's gone for the defensive line. Peterlina with his 500 loyalty points is going to carry on and drive right around the outside. Overtaking him with a penalty is not allowed. It is not allowed. So I will write that down in BIC for those. But it's still forcing Redwood down the inside, getting that swap back. Got it done, as you do. But overtaking and maintaining is not allowed. A bit of rubbing there. There's Marshall looking around the outside. I haven't got my track map on, so I haven't got the corner names. But anyway, as you do, Aldo's having a look at Marshall, just showing his nose, just having a word with a Volvoline car, if it's Vaseline, Volvoline, whatever it is. It is Valvoline, is it? That's right, Valvoline. Yeah, all under the rear wing of Peterlina. He has got a teammate in the MRC as well as Peterlina, Guidez, I think that's his name. Oh, Marshall throwing it up the inside of Peterlina, who ghosted, phased out there, in and out. So Ronaldo's having a look as well, getting that move done. Nice man, season 1 champ, first champ in the Group 3s. Season 2 champ is right there. Redwood Racing was season 2 champ. And this season, anybody could win it this season. It's pretty mixed the way Aldo's having a look. As Peterlina wants to come back as well, not quite getting that move done. We've got to get rid of that penalty off the racing line as well. Genia's in 5th. And it's Duskiver. Oh, and he's been clapped again. He's been had again. How we doing, Bicker? How we doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Just going to go back and have a look at this. I think we need to go on board with Dominator. He's all under the rear wing and he's run very wide. Does like to go wide from time to time, does the Dominator. Both braked a little early there as well, Dominator did. Still tucked under. Got the drive out and just... Yeah, he has pulled over to wait, but causing an avoidable accident. And anyone read my rules, you'll know what that means. How can the league owner do that and then give his pulls over, gives the spot back? That's the rule. But causing an avoidable accident, I'll write that down in BIC. But we'll just go through, get the boys. We've got 25 minutes, we're only 3 minutes in. So Redwood Racing leading the race, currently on racing softs. Marshall, well, I would say running in 2nd, but it's been slow. Ooh. Aldo getting that done up to 2nd place. Oh, he's on the racing super soft, so he will be faster. We'll have all the earlier grip, but as you can see, them rear tyres already looking a little bit worn. Marshall's on the racing super softs as well in the Corvette, being harried by Peterlina, who's also in the Corvette. Genio, we've got another Corvette. He's got 700 loyalty points. Running in 5th. Chalky 12. Running in 6th place, he's also got front end damage. I do believe that'll be from contact with the Skyver onto turn 1. I'll have to review that one as well. I can review that one after the race. I know what my penalty is. We've already 2 to, yeah, to be done. There's Dazzler battling away in 7th place. He did have a good stint round here last season, did Dazzler, on his debut. His braking was somewhat left to be desired. Obviously he's brand new to the league, but this is his first full season. Brand new to the league last season. Literally, I mean brand new, out the box brand new. Never raced, just went out, brought a rig, brought a PlayStation, joined us that way. That was it. So yeah, he's still learning. Is the Dazzler. His best finish here last season was 4th. He broke that twice actually. He finished 5th in the first race and then finished 4th in the reverse grid. So yeah, improvements all the time by the Dazzler. Currently running in 7th. Danny Ogston there, AFC in 8th, being chased by Ricky Jana. The ladies' machine there. The ladies love it. Driving in the pink, Mech and Wink. The Skyver and Dominator. The Skyver's pulled away. Dominator's in the pits bright and early, getting off them racing supers. And that is all you're going to see of me for the rest of the evening. Well, in this race anyway. Oh, that was a big cut. That was a big cut, was it not? Let's see if he gets a penalty for that. That looked like a cut going up there, didn't it? He must have got that absolutely bob on. Well done to you. Oh no, not too far behind. But them softs, we're only 5 minutes in. It's a sub 2:18 a lap, so it's effectively 2 laps in, and them supers being chewed up. There's Peter Lena in 3rd down. He's on a racing supers as well. Say Spar's not great for tyre wear. We run supers to mediums, so just to give the chance of strategy is your own. Strategy is purely your own. Run whatever you like. You can even start on the mediums if you like, which I think Bobby Dazzler has, down in 7th place. Marshall's down in 4th. And then supers are a lot worse than the rest of them in front. Jorginho's on the mediums in his Corvette, so he could go for the long one, but you can see only coming on to our 3rd lap and only just over half a tank of fuel as well. So yeah, someone was debating in the chat whether you can do a no stop. I don't even think it is physically possible to do a no stop, even if you turn the engine mode right down and yeah, coast on meads. I don't think it's possible. And nonetheless, having a good running is Jorginho in 5th place. DMK Chalk 12, still run front aero damage racing supers. I think, yeah, racing supers for the Chalk. Dazzler on the mediums as well, could go longer, but like I say, tyres or fuel. Got a little scrap coming on here. Danny Ogston still with Ricky J. Scoob versus Scoob. But we'll go on board in a moment. We'll have to do a lap on board. I'll have to bring them in, get the feel, see the lines taken. A little outbreaking there from Ricky J. Got that move done though. Danny's in the pits, and as you say that, puts it in the wall. We've got to do a full lap now with Damage. Danny's in the pits. Dominator's put the mediums on, full tank of fuel. This, as you say, 7 minutes we're in. And yeah, that didn't work either. So yeah, let's get on board with Aldo here. Now, we've got Peter Lena just behind. Wow, braking as late as you like with Peter Lena, the Portuguese driver. The gap's not too far to Redwood Racing either. He's racing supers hanging on. A little bit of tyre squeal there, but not too much. Not too much slide either, getting it pretty spot on with the Iceman. If you wonder what that little is, that's just me having a little go on my vape like you do. A little fruit salad vape, tastes really nice, like the sweets you get for a penny, or you used to get for a penny. Some shops charge you 5p. Stupid. All getting all the curves, hitting all the apexes. I think Peter Lena just dropping off a little bit there. Aldo's catching Redwood Racing in front. We do have chat room open as well, so you know, that's be very cool when we're racing, although sometimes it's very quiet. Until there's an incident, then they get the oh for fuck. Yeah, I bet that. It was yeah, pretty good racing, to be fair. We do try and promote good clean racing at DMK, and we do get normally 9 out of 10 times we do get that. Obviously a bit of door rubbing can't be helped, but nonetheless we promote it as good as we can. And it's going round again. Oh, I'd say 15% warm. That was your half of that. And a 219.2 for Maldo on that lap. We're just going to early gap check. So it's 1.5 at the moment from Meadow Racing down to Aldo, then a further 1.7 to Peter Lina, 2.7 to Marshall, who's then 2.3 from Jahinio, and that is the top 5 times. To Skyver from 12 to 6, through to pits, Chalk's in the pits, Dazzler's in the pits. This car has got some grunt, let me tell you. Has got some grunt. Let's just go on with him through Blanchimont and Eau Rouge, because I do love the inside of this car. I like the little switches you just see there. Look. Yeah, very good one. Got that nice. Just went a little wide there, but nothing to worry about. He's got no traffic around him, so he's in fresh air. He's got the track more or less to himself. Good couple of seconds about him. 7 times faster on this lap. Currently sitting on 221s. Had a few incidents, up to 6 though. So recovery drive for Duskiver. And on his way. Ricky J's pitted. No, he hasn't. He had a double, didn't it? He didn't pit. He's on a racing mid. You can go longer though, depending if the aero irritates the front end. A little tail lappy there. Probably a bit odd into there. Quarter of a tank of fuel running in 7th. Dazzler has got a full tank of gas and he hasn't changed his tyres. Unless he's been donutting on his way out of the pits. I can only assume that's where that tyre wear's come from. Running the RX8 this season. The Dazzler. Chalk's pitted, he's on the racing softs, got a full tank of gas. Danny's on the racing mediums. And DMK dominated 3, running in 11th, chewing up the mediums like they was going out of fashion off a tank of gas. Oh, we missed Aldo and Redwood. Let's go back and have a look. Where was it? There it is, currently in 2nd place. Redwood's got a slowdown penalty, runs wide as well to top it off. There's Aldo gaining. I do love this section of the track, it's absolutely fantastic. Another fastest part of the sit. It's just foot to the floor here, all the way through. You get slip as well. Just a little lift as we hit the left-hander normally. Okay, Redwood's losing, he's slowed down, yeah, losing his penalty. Somewhat off the racing line before he got to that corner, but yeah, it was off there. Lost his penalty, that's good. Peter Lina's not too far behind. Is Aldo going in the pits this lap? He is. Redwood's in the pits. Peter Lina, top 3, all in the pits. And where's Marshall? The top 4, all pitting. So what's Jahinio going to do? That's gifted him the lead. And when it lets me select him, it will not let me select him for bizarre turn of the event. Don't know what that's about. I didn't want to press that button anyway, just don't know if I can press that button. There he is, leading the way. Getting all the spotlight in. We can just see there, we've got soft supers, they'll all be changed. And Marshall, 8 litres of fuel. Aldo, I reckon they're 12 litres of fuel. Peter Lina was on 17. The Sky was in the pits as well. He had 17 litres of fuel left, I reckon. What's that? Is that a lap of fuel? Is that a lap of fuel, would you say? I think if I had known that, 17 litres, I reckon that's a lap. From 2nd to 7th, all in the pits. Now we're at Peter Lina's got the jump on. Aldo Redwood will come out in 4th. Marshall 5th. Chalk 6th. Danny Ogston is 7th. Dominator 3 is 8th. Dazzler still to pit. The Skyver just leaving the pits. J, let's go, Ricky J. Let's go. Come on. We're stalling for. It is a long ass pit stop here, isn't it? It is absolutely atrocious the amount of time you're wasting in the pit stops. But now there's a way, unless you had an on-track time penalty to get rid of, stop and go pen, who knows? Bit of ghost in there as Dazzler challenging him down towards Blanchimont. That puts Ricky down to 11th. Dazzler's still going to go side by side with Ricky J as we go through where Rouge got that done nice. That was a good move by Dazzler, to be fair. Kept his foot down all the way towards Blanchimont, up by Rouge, onto the Camel. And there's the Scoob in the slipstream of Dazzler. I would say not quite, but he's on racing softs, and Dazzler's on a racing softs, and they've both got a tank of gas and on their way. But this man, on his debut, leading the way at Spa, he has got no fuel at all. Pit stop for you. Oh, and a little bunny up, just to show you how it's done, as you do. So where's Peterlina in all this? Just coming around the back end of the circuit. 3 litres of fuel. Evening, brother, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. We're just going through the incidents. I've got 2 to dish out at the moment. So yeah, stewards reports will go up shortly. If not today, they'll be done tomorrow with the tables. So yeah, well, not too bad so far. Peterlina takes the lead. Gino dropping down to 4th due to the pits. Where's he coming out? He's not even out of the pits yet. Dropped that down to 5th where he was originally. But Peterlina leading the way from Red Hood Racing, Season 2 champ, chased by Season 1 champ. Has stated that he's going to win this one this season. He wants another trophy to put in the cabinet, does he not? But, you know, there's a few of the, shall we say, his Season 1 rival is not here this season. Bit part in as you do due to work and other events around the DMK room or ACC in the iRacing and that. They're over there doing that. But there's a new guy who wants to bring it to him, which I think is this one will be his most competitive rival this season, Duskiver, the technical track technician. It's a bit of a mouthful, but on his day, as you see in the background, Dominator 3, he's got some loyalty points. Going faster again, he's on the racing mediums. He's dominating, not too far behind the racing mediums as well, but he's going to have to pit again soon because that fuel will not last another 10 minutes. So, you know, I did try fuel saving. I tried through sector 2. I tried to turn the fuel down, but yeah, and then turn it back up for entry to sector 3. And it just won't have none of it. But yeah, I think this guy will be the Iceman's challenger this season. But another good outside challenger would be the Chalk. Yeah, and this guy Marshall 2012 first season joined us probably with what, I'm not saying 10 events, but obviously we have 2 events per night, so obviously 10 races, and stuck it in the podium every time. You know, and shown everybody how it was done at Catalonia in the final race of the season. Starting, well, I think he won 1 and finished 2nd. So every race he's been in that 2nd season, well, stuck it on the podium, whether it be 1st, 2nd or 3rd. He was there all the time. And he won't give any of these up, as he's challenging for 4th place on the inside of Johinio. Hope I'm saying that right. Getting that move done as we come down to turn 1. See Chalk not too far behind in the background as well. Virginio coming back, not going to give it up lightly. Got an excellent drive out there, Virginio. Pulled a 10th for 2 as well. So Corvette versus Corvette. Different driving styles being shown by these two. Virginio leading the way through a Rouge up Blanchimont. Onto the Camel. As you do. Peterlina still leading the way from Red Hood. Just going to have a look, see how this battle is commencing. Got a little bit of a gap, but not too much. But Red Hood's got a penalty. He won't want that on his challenge for 1st. Aldo has no penalty on racing mediums. It's good on fuel. Racing Supers for Red Hood versus Peter Lee. Oh, he run wide out of there as well. Just run wide. Normally a very sound and lifted driver is Red Hood. Very quick. Say he races on pad, I do believe. Currently sitting on the fastest lap of a 2:17.4 compared to 2:18s that they're putting in now. So Aldo one's a 2:19, but red pit stops and that, so you gotta let your tyres warm up. He's on a racing mediums as well, so Genio's well, we'll go back to the 2:20.1 for Genio. Marshall's on a 2:20.0. Chalk in the 2:18s, his best lap, but currently doing a 2:20.2. The Skyver 2:15. That would have been the fastest lap, that would have been amazing. But no, that would have been a pit stop lap, exit, and currently sitting in 2:22s. Danny, 2:22s, 2:23s. Not bad for the Scoob. Oh, especially not bad if you're doing that DK drifting. You love it. These cars normally specify for rally cars, but stick a few aero packs on them and then we'll convert them to tarmac racers, which seems to happen there. Going great guns nonetheless, and this will be a pit stop for Danny as well from 8th. Got a bit of a gap forming as well from the cars behind. Dazzler's half a tank of fuel and running well, running in 9th. Ricky J not too far behind, going on 2:20s. Dazzler's doing 2:19s. Finding paces down. Chalk's pitting as well. Then Racing Soft's not being nice. Danny's in the pits as well. Dazzler then should go up to 7th. Ricky J probably make it up to 8th. Dominator having a great time in 11th place. This car was showed so much potential around Yamagiwa and Miyabi. And then, yeah, it seems to have gone to absolute crap. It's either that or I'm not driving it right. It just seems too soft. The springs need sharpening, you know what I mean? Stiffening up. That's what they need to be done there. Danny's still in the pits. Pit crew taking an age. You see the guy there refueling and the other guy behind him looking at his arse. But yeah, there you go. Peter Lena then. 4 tenths. Got 400 lordy points to get rid of. You've got to contend with this guy hunting him down as well. Red Hood Racing. Season 2 champ. Oh, and Season 3. DMKRC. Season 3 this season. Pulled out a sponsor. Just like that. DN5 Vinyl Designs is sponsoring this league this season. And not only that, they're sponsoring the group as well. And that's the only place to go and get all your DMK merchandise. T-shirts, window stickers, car decals. Yes, you can have a GT sticker on your own car. I have ordered mine. Yeah, I'm having my little DMK Dominator across my door arch. It's going to look sick. And I've got the DMKRC logo for real racers that is going on my tinted back window of my Audi. Go on, mate. It's going to look sick, is it not? I will show you a picture when it's done. I'll put it on the DK10 page. Red Hood Racing got that move done. Peter Lena can't do anything else about that. It would be a good time to lose that penalty, Mr. Peter Lena, as Genio's in the pit from 4th. Aldo's not too far behind in 3rd. I think he'll do well compared to where his on-track rival is at the moment. The Sky, the 3rd and 6th. Not too bad. Not taking too many points away from each other either. But I'm sure this man would like to be further up the grid. There's Marshall in 4th. Not quite on the podium, but it's close enough. The Sky then moves up to 5th place due to Jahino being in the pits and just getting in the pits. There's Chalk. We're coming up to the chicane. In the reverse variant, it would be called the bus stop. Do miss the bus stop. It was a brilliant corner, that was, wasn't it? There you go. The DM5 Vinyl Design sticker on the side of that car, looking lovely. Alright, last lap. I will do my best. I shall check it out and have a look. Ricky J having a good run on his debut in the Group 3s, running in 8th place. In the MRC, they do run different racing settings compared to what we run here at DMK. We'll try and keep it as real as we can, or as close to realism as we can. Hence the introduction of the driving licenses and the fuel. Yeah, fueling. Oh, right, I'll have a look. And the fuel, you run out of fuel in GT Sports, so obviously it will let you carry on. But obviously we're not going to let you carry on, because there'll be people finishing under their own power and that. So yeah, there's a rule in for that. If you run out of fuel halfway around the track, GT Sport will get you around, but you will drop down the order. It will go down as a D and a F. Down here catching the Dominator. I do remember this section. 23 minutes in. Is coming. He's got 2 minutes on the Racing Supers compared to my Racing Softs. Dazzler down on the Racing Softs, down in 11th. There's Red Hood in first. Peter Lina's in second, not too far behind. And Aldo catching. That gap has come down. There's been a 219, sub 219s, 220s. 223, 221s, and yeah, he's quicker than the leaders at the moment, or on par with them as well, just outside the slipstream. Oh, is it from here, is it? A few. Do I have to pause it and look at all angles and all that? We shall have a look. Peter Lina is very low on fuel. Oh, a little. I'm gonna have a look. Yeah, I see what you mean. That is. Let's get up our road. Peter Lina's in the slip and got the run on Red Hood Racing. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you see, this is the sort of racing that we don't try and promote here at DMK. You know, we understand it's a fight for first, fight race for a win, and this. Oh no, don't mess about. It can't be any more than that. Yeah, that will have to. That was very poor driving from both, I would say, if I'm honest. But like Peter Lina wants to go one way, then the other for the inside line into the turn that wasn't happening. Covered that off and then just driving in, just literally driving into each other was. Yeah, that was poor. We will take that one to the stewards and review that. Yeah, that one, yeah, we'll review that. The others were pretty clear, to be fair. But nonetheless, Aldo leading the way in first on the final lap. Red Hood's in second. Peter Lina down into third. Marshall's in fourth. The Skybo's recovery driver's in fifth. Eugenio sixth. Jock in seventh. Ricky J in eighth. Danny is finished in ninth. DMK Dominate finishing in the top 10 just. Dazzler finishing in 11th. But Aldo, we'll stay with you, my boy. See you across the line. We shall see you across the line. Another race victory going under the way of the Iceman, the Flying Scotsman. Congratulations on win at Spa. Red Hood Racing will come and finish in second, and oh, does he finish in second? To me, someone's out of fuel. Even if you got your foot down, look at your fuel tank, mate. It's empty. It does not go. That's another incident. There's literally, look, no fuel in this car. You hear it? None. Tell me what the rule says, boss man. What's that rule? It's a real rule, and I have to keep it real. Peterina on the night finishes in third. The Skyver coming home. Did he do Jahinio? Let's have a look. Currently fifth. Oh, Marshall's run out of fuel. He did say in the chat that he's run out of fuel. So the Skyver will come home in fourth place. And in the top five, Jainio on his debut, finishing round United. Top five, the Skyver. Fourth, Jainio will come home in fifth place. This top five is not finalised. Please be aware that they are under investigation. Jockey 12 coming home in sixth place. And yeah, his car is moving. We got a little bit of fuel there. Marshall, unfortunately, had a good run, did he not? He's out of fuel. Reset to track as well. Ricky Jaden, just a smidgen of fuel. Climbing with the accelerator. He's in seventh place on the night. Congratulations to you, my friend. Top 10. And a slow moving Marshall. You see, GT Sport will get you across the line. Apparently, he finished in 8th. But did he? We've got a few reviews. I'm going to write those down in BIC. So we've got, yeah, wow. And Peterino. Well, 2-in-1 incidents for them two there. So tables will be a bit longer than usual, as we've got a few incidents to look at, as you do. But yeah, I always say to everybody who join the league, flip over to the events page. Make sure you read and understand the rules that we put out in front of you. We do it there to make sure the racing's as clean as it is, but it gives you the rather than the arrive and drive, it gives you something to fight about, the strategy you got to try and outguess what other people are doing. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's one of them. But the sort of racing there was on that last lap, it didn't need to be done. It didn't need to be done. We was on board with Peter Lina. I didn't think there was any rear end contact, but I think they tried to both go for, I don't know, it's just weird. We're going to take it to the stewards anyway. We'll say no more about that on here. Well, we know what we've got to look at, but we know we was fueled and dropping down the order. So yeah, fueling in this lobby is, as you know, we run fuel to settings at 8.6. So, you know, you run out of fuel, whether it be that short before the line, or if you cross the line and you're on your last lap, say, and everybody else has finished, but you're on your last lap. If you can pull a 20-second gap, then you'll stay in first. But if you haven't got 20-second gap, once you've crossed the line and everyone's finished, we will take 20 seconds every time and bring it back. So you might not even win the race, even though you've crossed the line first, because you run out of fuel. So, yeah. So, yep. Stewards calling, but you run out of fuel. It's a DNF. You want to make it in real life if GT Sport won't get you across the line. That's why it's there. So, yeah, it is what it is. Stewards' notes will be out tomorrow. These will be done tomorrow. But anyway, you know what? Let's get race 2 underway, shall we? Let's see how this one fared out. We're going to go all the way straight in. But you're right there, Chuck. It's somewhat not acceptable, but you know it's not great advertisement for DMK or for yourselves in that matter. But it is what it is. You know, we'll put the stewards report since tomorrow. You know, it's not NASCAR, is it? It's GT3. But anyway, this is the reverse grid race. Another 25 minutes, boys and girls. Another 25 minutes. So yeah, I might make Saturday night takeaway if I hurry up. So let me pause that right there. Get on board with the Dazzler, who's starting on pole, is he not? Reverse grid race on pole is Bobby Dazzler 67. Shocking first race. I said it like that with a gasp of air. I started in second. For those of you who just joined in the Saturday, woo, yeah, you love it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Anyway, I think it's great. I do. I've been watching them pacing. It's Biker Grove. Yeah, loved it. But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, for those of you that just joined, I have changed my PSN name. It is no longer DMK Dominator 3. It is DMK with the same slash DK10. Going all out pro. Too many names to think about. Too many to keep typing in, so I'll stick with a one name. Danny will start in third place. We'll see how the Scoob gets off the line. We'll see how he gets on. We don't run no TC in here. So for some of these drivers that are joining the lobby for the first time tonight, usually run with a bit of TC to get them off the line and that. But no, we don't run none of that. So even though they had no TC, they got off the line pretty well and managed to hang on to some of the boys in front of them. So good racing all around for them. New learning curve as you do. Marshall 2012 starting in 4th place. Ricky J is starting in 5th. DMK Chalk starting in 6th. Jahinio is in 7th. DMK the Skyro will start in 8th. HBC Peterlina will start in 9th. Redwood in 10th. And the TRG Aldo, let's see what this man can do, from 11th. But we're going to go down the order. We'll get on with the new boy. Here we go. As we do. Yeah, we'll get on with the new boy. Wait for the lights. On the racing mediums as well. It's going to go long, is it not? It's going to go long. A little bit of a bogged down moment, but we're away. Next week, Aldo, defo. Chalk roller move up the inside, up to 5th. Oh, who's that? Peter Lino was trying to have a look, showing his nose, but oh, where? Have you already done it? We'll have a look right now. Like to get them early. I've got my pen in Bic at the start. Okay, we're here. You see the rev counter, the brake counter, as I take all that into consideration. Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, false start. That's a bitch. Yeah. You know what? That happened to me in the GTTCC around Brands Hatch. Yeah. There's nothing you can do about that, mate. That is, yeah, that's fine. If your false starts like that, and obviously one car pulls out of the way, and you, yeah, it's, yeah, that's a racing incident. Yeah, that one's fine. But nonetheless, is there in 10th. It is some way back, 9-11th on the racing supers with a thick lip. But Dazzler's still leading the way. Let's get up there right now. There he is, leading the way. He's got a whole host of cars behind him. Done more so than myself, the MK Dominator 3. The gap currently for you from the front to the back. We haven't done a lap yet, but we'll get there. We'll come up, give me a lap. Dominator, all under the ironing board of Dazzler 67. As you just see the Volvoline car of Marshall running all kinds of wide. Running in 5th place so far. Chalk's up to 4th. In the convoy of 4 cars fighting for the lead. You'll see Danny having a look at Dominator there. Got 2 tenths of a penalty to get rid of first. Loses a 10th. That was a good strategy to have. If you know how to use your penalty in the slipstream with another car, do so. It works wonders, and you're not going to lose any time either as well. But then he's got the Chalk to think about as well. Genius not too far behind in 5th. Had a good race one. Like I say, all these boys new to the league. new to the settings as well, so as well as coming on and racing, you've got to learn how to run with no TC, feather your throttle about a bit as you do. Peterlina has got the Skyver for company in the somewhat very fast GT40, running on the racing mediums as well. Oh, just running a little wide there as the Skyver. Have a little slurp of my tea like you do. But no, in all, it was good racing, got good racing. Aldo's made ground. Red Hood Racing is in the pits early. Very early. Aldo then up to 9th in the top 10 where he needs to be. I'm sure he's going to go as smooth and as long as he can, or go for the very early undercut, which is not what he'd want to do right now, considering we have got a gap now, and his gap is, where are we? Aldo is there, 4 seconds. It's a long gap, to be fair. It's a challenge. You've got a challenge on your hands, I'll give you that, Mr. Iceman. But Ricky J's in 10th on the racing mediums. He's doing good stuff. Redder's back out. Over the racing supers. They will not last very long. That's still holding first. Very impressive drive was, and I was watching his lines when I was following him. See where he's quicker, where he can improve, and where I could stay on track. I'm more of a follower and a chaser. Let's do everything on the last lap. Let's see if I can keep up. Took a tighter line there than Dazzler that time around. I was trying to set lines. I take in the M4 Beamer, but yeah, that's a Group 4. It's completely different in a Group 3. Just to show you what it was like. Yeah, the tyre squeal early on as well on these racing softs, it was unbelievable. I don't know if it's down to wheel settings or what, but the turning angles I've got just felt a little unreal. But yeah, I'm trying to follow the racing line of darkness on the track. But yeah. And there you go. Even that got a little bit nauseous going through there. Looking up the inside. Cut all that corner. Dazzler's gone defensive, covering the line off. I try and go for the switchback. And there you go. Got the switchback. Chalk's coming through as well. He's going to bring the slip. 2:19 so far for the Dominator. The Chalk's up the outside. I'm looking up the inside of Dominator as well. Where is it? We can't see him, but he's there. He's there. Right there. Chalk's racecraft has improved compared to seasons gone by. He was new boy. I was in here a season earlier than the Chalk. Oh, there's good sparks there. Everyone going through Rouge and Blanchimont, through Camel. Yeah, Chalk before was nicknamed the Cube in previous leagues gone by, before we ventured out by ourselves. But yeah, and he's got that move done up the inside, clean as you like. Done his DMK teammate. Obviously this is Group 3 league brought to you by DMK, but no teammates in this league, just TVTs. Another team versus team events that we may bring to you, which we hoping to pull a few in on GT7. I've got a few ideas, so yeah, we will be running this league in GT7 as well, which I really can't wait for, and the Vision Porsche as well. We're going to be running that league. That will be a good one. One make, one league. Dazzler down to third. We've got Marshall for company. We will hopefully try and get on the podium on them racing softs. Peterlina's up to 5th. Danny's in 6th place, got 500 loyalty points. Aldo gaining places, up to 7th. The Skyver not too far behind in 8th. Johinio in 9th. Oh, a little wide there, a little bit of a scandit. Controlled that car very well. On the racing mediums as well, but the rear end of the aero on that car will certainly unsettle him there. Oh, get off there. Oh, Well, old Jahina, normally you hit that AstroTurf and it will suck you straight off. Did you realise what I said? It won't suck you straight off, it'll pull you off the track. But you know what I mean. There's Ricky J making all the gains in the screw. Oh, a little bit sideways, but he'll get that slip down into turn 1. Let's have a look. It's not quite there, but see if he gets it done. Oh, he's a bit slow through there. A bit slow. Only got 45 around there. Took a tight line though, very tight line. Probably want to take the higher line and then go for the switch back on that apex. He's lost the drive out of here as well. A little unsettling off the curb. But no, he's out of the slip. Red racing. Down in 11th. Fastest lap 2:17.5. 8 minutes to in. So, Chalk leading the way. Racing Supers will be the quicker driver. Dominator's got a little bit of a convoy behind him on the Racing Softs. Tyre wheel is nothing for me. Yeah. That Lexus let me down. Marshall having a good run, like I said. Mr. Podium is there on the podium position. That's like putting an impressive drive. Oh, what was that about? I was seeing that. I remember seeing that in my rear view mirror. What happened? Oh, that was somewhat. And he's retired. Wow. I can only imagine some sort of technical issue with the car to force him off the track like that. But yeah, he retired that night. Had to retire the car. We will see if he can get it rebuilt by next week. See if his mechanics can get the job done. As we are, where are we next week? Are we at Monza next week? Let me know in the comments. Are we at Monza next week? So I know we've got 3 real tracks this week coming up. At least 3 races of real circuits coming up this in the coming weeks. I do believe the next one is Monza. It's Red Hood. There it is, running in 10th. Racing Supers. Chalk still leading the way, not pitted yet. Got a quarter and a smidge of tank. Dazzler's in 2nd place. Peterina is in 3rd. Aldo up to 4th. Making ground from 11th. He had that long gap though, did it not? Back up to 4th place. The Sky was in 5th. Genio still got penalty points. Mickey J 7th. Not still yet to pit this crew in front. Dominator's in the pits, getting rid of Racing Supers. One for the mediums in 9th place. He'll enter the track. Got a little bit of fresh air between him and his ears. There's Danny Pitts as well from 11th. Chalk leading the way. As I say, going great guns in the GT TCCs, the Chalk. Having a right good run. And we're saying in some of the circuits, some unfavourable cars. But running a Megan Golf. But putting on a show. Giving as good as he can in those cars. And great credit to him as well. Dazzler as well. Putting on a little bit of a show, running in 2nd place. Peter Lena running in 3rd. Aldo's in 4th. I reckon there's another lap in there somewhere. We'll see how the front 3 get on, if they have to pit or not. The Skyler's got a little bit more fuel. He's on a racing medium zone. Them tyres, say they're 11 laps old, looking very good. He's a bit of a technical specialist, is the Skyler. Does love a technical track. So should be fun when we get to the more technical circuits. Should come into his own there, should this guy up. There's Jainio, so getting rid of his penalty in 6th place. He's got a £1 bend. Ricky J running in 7th. So Jainio, Ricky J and HP HBC Peterlina in third. These are all new to the league. Danny as well is in the top 10. There's Peterlina and Dazzler pits from second and third. Where's Aldo? Aldo pits as well. He's going to get rid of them racing supers. 12 minutes in, which means we've got another 13 to go. So none of them are in the box yet. This is going to be a pit race. The Chalk's still leading the way. The Skyler's up to second. Junior's up to third. Dazzler's in. Peterlina's just come in. Aldo's just rocking in now. Redwood Racing is coming into the pits as well. They're all still there, getting the fuel, getting a wipe down there, looking at the front of that car. Might be a little bit of an issue. Dazzler at Peterlina away. Oh, bit of a slow one there for Aldo. But Peterlina got the jump. No, Dazzler maintained his position in 6th. Peterlina is 7th. Aldo 8th. Danny is in 9th. Redwood Racing still in the pits. And Chalk still leading the way. And this guy hunting him down. Surely the faster car out of the two, but driving.
It's starting in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to be. I've got 11 minutes left.
Okay.
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 Okay, I'll be down in 11 to 12 minutes. Okay. Even get callings. I get callings. They love me. Yeah, it's down to driving style at the end of the day. How you maintain your tyres, how you maintain your fuel. Although you've got aids and that can help you. Put on a show. These boys turn up every week. Try and make it exciting. We try and make it clean. And nonetheless, they're here. And I'm sure that in the DMK, it's the only league where the top 3 get trophies. So yeah, the top 3 all get a trophy, which is good. But there will be a 4th. There will be a 4th. Yes. There'll be a 4th trophy incoming as of next season. So yeah. And I'm not telling you what it's for, so don't ask. It's a surprise. And you know I like surprises. It's the Enio pits, Chalk pits, he's in, tyres are on, it's good to go. The arms are up, they're not letting him go. Dominator's coming round, they lead the way. On the racing mediums, leading the way. In first, Dazzler's up to second. Peterlina is in second. Ooh, what's that about? Yeah, I had a bit of a spike moment there. Peterlina taking a tighter line from Dazzler. Chalk got that run out though. He's in second place. He's rejoined in racing medium in a full tank of gas with 10 minutes to go. HD's are going side by side through a huge up towards plunging mud. Dazzler kicking up a bit of the curve there. And it's all under the rear wing of Peterlina across the Camel Straight. We'll see if he fancies a nosedive. Ricky James in the pits on the mediums. Bit of a wide line there from Peterlina. Must have thought Dazzler was going to throw one down the inside, but that time will come, Mr. Dazzler. Aldo's in 5th. Remember, started from the back of the grid, had that incident, drove into the back of the car that jumped the start. But yeah, no qualms about that, that's just what happens. Yeah, it's all down to reactions, and yeah, it was just one of them, so no further action required, in the words of Formula 1. Danny having a good run in 6th place, is going to be consumed by the Skyber shortly, I do believe. Jahino running in 8th after his pit stop, gone for the racing softs. Ricky J's gone for the racing supers in 9th. And we have lost Redwood Racing. We did see him in the pits, he was in there a fairly long time, so that could be another technical issue. One will never know. until we get the FIA report. We shall see. But Dominator leading around the mediums, half a tank of gas, and a whole lot of grass. Heavy, right? That's heavy on the brakes. Ran as much, I was swapping brake bites like it was going out of fashion for parts of this circuit. I just couldn't get to grips with this car around here. I can hardly see over the bonnet, look. You see that view? I can hardly see over the bonnet. Chalk in second place. I didn't see a blue flag for some weird reason, don't know why. Chalk getting a good run on the racing meets in the poor man's Porsche. Peach Lee in the Corvette, no slouch. He's been promoted in leagues in the MRC, the GT/TCC. Has got some thunderous pace on his day. This man can equal his record, finishing 4th. But I dare say this man has something to say about that. Bobby Dazzler versus TRG Aldo. With the Aurora. Number 1 fan down the side. I love it. Hello. If you ever clock onto the stream, there you go. Great view of it right there. Aurora, the number 1 fan. Hello, Aurora. Danny's still in 6th. There's the Skyver. Told you it wouldn't be long. It's there as well. This car is a monster in a straight line. It did say he had a few wobbles and trying to keep it under wraps, keep the car under control. It is a bit of a beast. Going for the inside line as well. Both of them give him room. But this guy will getting that one done. Keep it on the rumble strip as clean as you like, and that's how you do it, boys and girls. That is how you do it. What a move. Fantastic. Very proud. And this is the guy that does all our league tables as well, Mr. Duskiver. He does all them, he puts them, so whoever's leading gets a gold strip in the table, whoever's second gets a silver strip, whoever's third gets a bronze strip. But we've got 2 bronze strips because someone is tied for 3rd. It's a tied 3rd, very close league. So yeah, and these boys will have their name on that league table this week. Will they not? You love it. Started with 11, down to 9. 6 minutes to go. Dominator Lee still leading the way. Went ahead and look at the gaps for a while, so let's go and have a look what we're at. Dominator's got 3 seconds to Chalk, who's then got 2 seconds back to HBC Petalina, and then 4 seconds to the Dazzler, who's 2.5 behind Dazzler. The Sky was some 6 seconds behind Aldo, and then got Danny 1.9 behind him. Jahinio some 10 seconds behind Danny, and Ricky J some 3 seconds behind Jahinio. So yes, not too bad at all. I'm still waiting for the new fastest lap, which I do believe the Porsche driver had it, Red Hood Racing. So that's why we can't see it there right now. The Dominator's best is a 2:19.8, and losing that penalty, getting rid of as good as you do. Chalk's in a 2:18.7. That is a 2:21. Chalk's on the second faster than me that lap. Petalina a 2:18 that lap as well. He's some 2-3 seconds faster than me in that Corvette. This Dazzler hanging on in 4th. The gap does look a little bit smaller than what it said there, but 2:18s, 2:19s compared to Dazzler's 2:21s, so this could get interesting very quickly. 5 minutes left to go. The Skyver's in 6th. Jahinio's in 7th. Ricky J, and then some way back is Danny in the he had a pit stop racing super softs on there. Really the fastest man on the circuit, I would imagine. And there's Chalk not too far behind. He was catching me at a fair rate of knots. He was going great guns. I like to give all the drivers a bit of praise when you notice how well they're doing, and I think it's deserved. This guy's come on leaps and bounds, and even though Big Frank as well, who races in the minis and the 458s and Tanzo, who we're partners with, his driving just lately has come on immense, very impressive. Very impressive. So yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. I had to splash and dash. I timed it wrong. Look, 5 minutes left to go, and that says I've got just under a quarter of a tank. I didn't have just under a quarter of a tank. It was like 16 litres. Look, I wasn't even finishing, dropping down the order like flicking chart topper. So yeah, Chalky leading the way, race 2. HPP Tolino is in 2nd place. Aldo is in 3rd, back on the podium. And yeah, is 3rd and 4th, 2 rivals. We'll see how closely on the tables come out. I will get the tables up and I will bust them out in the next stream. I'm hoping to, once I've got everything ready, I can do a little bit of a midweek podcast, just a little highlight, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping to do that. Dazzler is in 5th, in a good race as well. Must have had an off somewhere. The last time was a 2:33, a 2 and a fortnight, we'll call that. But nonetheless, get in there as well. Oh, a little bit sideways from the Dazzler. Gina is not too far behind. See if he can catch the Dazzler. Tyres looking very good compared to Dazzler's racing super softs. Dominating in 7th, being closed down by Ricky J. He's doing some DK1 drifting in the speed. And down here as well. And I'm sure he won't be down here for long. Like I say, new settings, new league. You know, the message is that's if there was spots available. They come over, jumped in, and doing well, or they're not. Putting on a great show. Chalk still leading the way. Just a couple of minutes left to go. I'm sure they'll these 3. Unless something drastic happens, I think that is your top 3. The top 4 even, all on the same bit of tarmac, but just with little gaps appearing. Chalk did a 2:19, Peter Linus did a 2:20 last laps, 2:19 for Aldo as well. You can see the car in front. The Skyler doing 2 laps on 2:20s, so probably half a second a lap slower than the cars in front right now. But you will see them. On the racing softs, they will be fading quite quickly. It's Dazzler and Jahinio has caught the Dazzler. We'll see how these fare out. This could be coming up to the last lap. 24 in. This will be the last lap. Dominator still 7. Unless everyone car blows up or they run out of fuel. Oh, Ricky J. Oh, we shall see about Ricky J. And this guy got the move done, clean as you like. It is the final lap. And I entered 1st place because I under-fueled myself. Like an absolute moon. But everyone else putting on a show. Gave you a good evening, have they not? A few incidents we've got to look at. They'll go to the admins. We will review them and put them up accordingly. But yeah. Oh, Gina, we've had an overtake. Let's go back and see how this move was done. Let's get a build up. Let's get a board coming over the camel straight in the slipstream of the Bobby Dazzler. And saw him 4 fastest of a second purple there on the racing softs. Biding his time, a little look. Oh, selling up. Dazzler not giving it up though. He's right there is a Dazzler. Got a better run, did Gino. Where is the Dazzler now? I think he's just tucking in underneath. You see him in the rear view mirror there. And a better exit from Jahinio. We'll see him into 5th place in the Corvette. So Dazzler went down to 6. And racing softs are shot. But anyway, we've had an overtake. A bit of excitement. Let's get back up to the front runners. Chalk leading the way. He's got enough fuel. They've got smidgens. They've run this strategy right down to the litre. Chalk then in the poor man's Porsche, coming home to win a race. Running a bit of front brake bias there, getting it turned in. Got a nice exit. Congratulations DMK Chalk on winning reverse grid race 2. 10 points for power sliding. You get those. Get Christmas. Peace Lena coming in second place. TRG Aldo on the podium again. There you go. Coming home in third. The Skyver not too far behind. Plenty of fuel. That car holded its fuel well on the racing scoopers as well. Coming home in fourth. Jahinio has got fuel. He's still accelerating. That's good. Dazzler coming home in sixth. I'll just come home in seventh. Ricky J. He's accelerating, still accelerating, and he's good. He is good. No fuel issues there. That is good. A little bit more civilised race 2. We had 2 retirements. Nothing too much to worry about. But yeah, we will review those, get the incident reports up, and they will be on a DK10 Facebook page. And yes, they will be reviewed very intensely, especially the 2 going through a Rouge and Camel. If it was in a ring, it would be classed as a boxing match, wouldn't it? But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, nonetheless, tomorrow I will be doing the Pro-Am 1 race from the MRC GTTCC, brought to you by the MRC. I will be doing that at some point tomorrow. But yeah, next week the Group 3s are at Spa, and that will test your strategy because it's the Autodromer speed, isn't it? To be fair, it's as fast as you like. As fast as you like. So again, practice needed, and I'm sure there'll be some of that by the Group 3 boys. But yeah, who's going to win out on that one? A little bit of a rivalry brewing that I don't think some people would have thought of, but I reckon it's signing itself out to be a Skyver Aldo show. But then again, a Chalk won a race. He's coming into his own. Could he be an outsider? Could the Chalk be an outsider? Second and third last season was the Chalk and the Skyver. So yeah, it's going to be a good one to go, and we're only a few races in, so a long way to go yet. But I'm sure we'll have an outright winner. But anyway, I have been your host, DK10 Gaming. It's been a pleasure. I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you on the flip side. Be safe. Have a good evening. And it's Saturday night takeaway time. Oosh!